Oh, look at that. Sign in. Yeah, open in web browser. Open in web browser. Let's do the open in the web browsers. Open in the web browsers. Is it doing the thing? It's doing the thing. It's done the thing. It's done the thing. And it's like a chill Tuesday evening. I lost my drink. No, I didn't. It's right here. Fox, what up, dude? What's going on, Fox? David, Jace, what up, dude? Finland 6, what up, you guys? Dude, look at these dope safety glasses. Jerry Slideways sent them in to the P.O. box. I don't know if he's in here quite yet. These things are fucking sick. You get Pit Viper safety glasses? Tell me these aren't the coolest thing you've ever seen. These are the coolest things I've ever seen. Look at that. No more black eyes. No more black eyes from cutting stuff. These things are Gucci. I made it. Cody, what up? Outdoor fan, yo, Hypno Toad, what's poppin', dude? Zek guy, what up? Dude, Tanner learned the hard way about PPE. Now, we have some stylish Pit Vipers. Ooh, we are never getting a black eye again. These things are dope. Roman, what's going on, dude? Teddy, ooh, sup, Tanner? How's your night? Not too bad. I was working on the STI a little bit. Slideways. Hey, there he is, Jerry! Dude, these things are dope. We went down to the P.O. box to drop off the wheels for Fox and saw these in there. I saw your email. I just haven't had a chance to get back to it yet. Opened these up when we were sitting in the Gulf. I've been wearing these like all day. I don't need them. I'm just super safe. Tell me these aren't the coolest things you've ever seen. I didn't even know these were made. But yeah, thanks, dude. These things are fucking awesome. I've been wearing these all day for some reason. Don't know why. Don't know why. Just been have. You look like you're ready to punch some walls. What's up, man? What's up, Ryan? What's up, boss? What's going on? Non? I'm just gonna go non on that one. Omi, what's up, dude? Dorian, what's poppin'? What's up, man? Sad to see Karma go, but does open new opportunities for you in future plans. So, if you guys saw the last video, I put in a little sprinkle of some sauce in there. We're going to pick up a new car this weekend. I'm pumped. It's very impromptu, but I'm very excited for that. So if you guys are in the live right now, you're getting a little tidbit of that because I don't think I've, except for members. Members know what it is, but secret, top secret. Anyways, but yeah, Karma's at a good home. Dude's playing with her. He's been hammering on the car a little bit, getting used to it, and just playing with it. He's enjoying Karma so far. Literally, all right. So here's the thing. I sold Karma to the new buyer. The next day, he texts me, and that car is already like throwing fits and whatnot. The fuel temperature sensor code came back, the one that's been gone for months on end. What else? It was having like an issue like staying in power for some reason. Like I warned him. I was like, the car likes to throw fits. Car likes to throw fits. So hopefully it's done throwing fits for him, and we're past that. But yeah, Karma. We'll miss her, but not the end of the world. Looking for jobs up that way. Fox, come enjoy the beautiful, cold, wet weather. It's so much fun up here, my dude. Yo, I'm glad you... Dude, I love these things. Safety is key. Yo, Tanner, what are you doing to me? I have 30 minutes of hockey left. Dude, this thing will be going for like an hour. Which means you got 30 minutes of hockey left, and then you jump in here for 30 minutes, man. It's a boom! Problem solved. Ding, Smedia's gone live. What up, Scott? How you doing, man? Super useful PPE, right? Right? How's the shop search going? I've put a deposit down on one. We're on the wait list, so it's just as soon as the space opens up, the deposit's already there, so we're pretty much good to just slide right in. Just waiting for a unit to open, which could be anywhere between 3 and 4 months. We'll see. I'm very specific on the size that I want out of the unit. I'm looking at some very specific spots also because they come with a lift, they come heated, they come air conditioned, very good monthly rate. So it's just trying to get like the right spot. I don't want to like settle on a spot, if that makes sense. Dan, sick glasses. Thanks, dude. Pit Vipers, man, either love them or hate it. Dude, I love them. I love them. These things are awesome. Drew, good evening, Tanner. Enjoying the TikTok you have been making, brother. So happy to see lots of 6-cylinder content. Dude, I have never seen so many salty V8 owners in my life on TikTok. Like, I am talking, these dudes are salty as all hell. Some dude was trying to tell me a stock 392 Dodge Charger would walk the STI. I'm like, dude, you smoking crack or something? I don't know what you want, but you want something, dude. It's if you come across that TikTok, go in the comments and read them. Like, it blows my mind how salty people got at that thing. And it was a joke. It's just a freaking joke, and people losing their minds on it. My friend brought me Milwaukee safety glasses. I have a set of those somewhere, but I think they've been dropped, crushed, scratched, all sorts of things. They're kind of like all over the place now. What causes AF Correction 1 to be all over the places at low RPM? Most likely a vacuum leak. So you probably have a vacuum leak somewhere in the system, so AF Correction is trying to correct things. Typically, if you're within plus or minus 5 of 0 at idle, you're pretty much going to be all right. If it's way past that, you probably have a vacuum leak somewhere. It's cool, bro. I have a few pairs at work. You wear these at work? That's awesome. That's what's up. Are they actually safety rated? Z87 plus, so I'm guessing they are actually safety rated. I have all the paperwork. They came in this awesome box too. They came in this like really cool like pit viper box. Now with more. These things are actually really cool. Chris, wow, you subscribed, man. Welcome, dude. Hey, Speeda, how much did it cost to custom fab the 17? I have a dream to make a custom turbo kit. So a lot of people were asking me how much the fab cost was to have fuse fab do all of the fuse work, all of the fabrication work on the 17. It was a little over $7,000. Keep in mind that that Kyle's also a buddy of ours, so it wasn't like drastically as much as it would be through other areas. So we kind of hooked it up to help us out a little bit. I got quotes from other shops, and they were quoting me $15,000 to $18,000. I got some quotes like 12 to 10,000 area, so it really ranged. But yeah, it's roughly the cost, a little over 7,000 for fab work. I got a free set of nice gun range glasses, my friend. Ooh, left in your Forester. Finders keepers, I guess, on that one. Yo, I figured out my misfire. After replacing the fuel injectors as a last hope of fixing it, I pulled the cylinder 4 spark plug. We had replaced them before the 4th plug was cracked. I'm so happy. Hey, I'm glad. Glad on that one. Snipes Rock, yo, bro, what up, dude? He dripped out. Love the Suvi. Evo 10, question mark. Woo! I know what it is. That's because you keep that a secret, Jace. What is your horsepower torque for the STI? Super excited for your STI. I'm guessing around 650. 650, Teddy. We shooting for the moon, man. My goals for the 17 STI, that 6870 and the injectors are going to limit us on the first setup on the car. We have ID 1300s, we have 6870. That turbo's only rated to about 1100 crank horsepower, which for us translates down to about 900-ish on that 6870. So that 6870 is going to end up coming off. It's going to end up going on the car that I'm picking up this weekend, and I'm going to get a 7675 ordered at some point in the future for the STI. So the first iteration of power, we're probably going to be looking around 850 to 900 wheel horsepower. I don't quite know where torque's going to fall. I don't know how torquey these engines actually are. So wherever torque falls. I'm estimating around 700 to 750, but we'll find out once it's on the dyno. The clutch in that car is rated to a lot. The axles in that car are not rated to a lot, though. Damn karma. I'm here for a stream. Hell yeah, Jeffrey! Any upgrades for a 17WX on the transmission? My go-to would be like a Boomba short throw shifter, a shifter stop, transmission mount, pitch stop mount, shifter bushing, anything you can do to really help like tighten up that gearbox. I hate how like loosey-goosey those manual transmissions feel in the FA series cars, so I try to do everything I can to kind of tighten those up. It's getting pretty cold down here too. Does it get cold does it get cold down there? Does it? I don't ever recall being there. I may have driven through there once, but I don't recall. What should I do? What should I do if I get a new 2017 WX and I'm not sure what's done besides a Cobb intake? Well, you should first search through the car and find out what's done exactly, and then kind of go from there. I would start, if you know it has an intake, start searching around, see if it has an access port. If it has an access port, you're golden. If it doesn't have an access port, that should be one of the first things you're snagging to be able to tune the car for whatever you're throwing on it. But that's kind of where I would start, is really narrow down what's actually done to the car, figure out what your goals are with the car, and then kind of arrange your parts orders in like conjunction with what your goals are, so that way you're not buying parts that you're not needing for your setup. I like the vibe tonight, right? It's chill. We're safe. I can finally wear contacts again, too, which is nice. My eyes, like, finally starting to get better. I don't really know if you can, like, see it all that well, but, dude, like, for real, safety glasses, wear them. Now for all those beautiful eyeball protectors. I know, right? Did you get your asking price out of it? So yes, I did sell Karma for the asking price. I believe it was right around $31,000 is what we got for Karma, which paid off the little bit I still owed on that car because yes, I still owed on that car as we were building it. So paid off the loan on Karma, took the rest, set a little bit aside to go pick up this car that we're getting this weekend, put a deposit down on a shop, paid Kyle the last little bit that I owed him for the fabrication stuff. So kind of divvied up a couple different ways. But yeah, we got about asking price out of Karma, which is nice. Cold 75 here today. Well, way to brag, Damo. Way to brag. Make sure you allocate 2 parking spots for me at the shop. What you need 2 for? Are you driving 2 at once, Fox? V8s are shit. They can suck an egg. I like V8 cars. It's just the attitude behind a lot of the owners. If you do come across that TikTok, you'll see so many people get butthurt about a Subaru, like fast Subarus. It actually blows my mind. Like, I'm open to the ideology that like any car can be fast. It doesn't really matter as long as you have like the drive, the knowledge, the money, and the parts to be able to throw it out. You can make anything fast. But it's just the people that blatantly disregard the fact of like a built car being fast. It blows my mind wide open. He's on that good shit. We have some Alani Nude tonight. I ran out of rain, so we're working with what we got tonight on drink. TikTok is for the birds. TikTok helps us grow. Keep that in mind. Anyone here into Shiba Inu? I sold mine like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I didn't have much in it though. I walk Charger RTs in my Stage 2 stock Turbo 07WX LMAO, and that was slow. I mean, they're heavy. They're heavy cars, but you can make them fast. V8s make a lot of power when you start like introducing some forced induction into them. Try working with a Mustang owner, a Boss 302. He doesn't let me forget it. Hey, nice to have the EG33 back. For real, so I was playing with the car today. I wanted to start on wiring, but Kyle came up earlier to grab a couple of things that he's still fabricating up for us. I may have to cut the stream short if he shows up to go out there and like pick up some parts. So just keep that in mind if I have to dip out. It's because Kyle's up here dropping off some parts for the EG. But yeah, he came up today, grabbed the intercooler piping to get the blow-off valve in there, the downpipe to finish welding that up. We need to make some adjustments to the intake manifold because it doesn't clear the alternator right now. The past 2 days, I've been ordering sensors for the EG to help get us closer to getting it started. My goal isn't even to get it started right now. It's just to get the engine turned over by hitting the ignition button. But I got the coil packs ordered, so we are using R35 GTR coil packs for the EG33. I got both knock sensor ordered because we are running 2 knock sensors on that car. The crank position sensor. I ordered the digital dash for the car because we are using Haltech's IC7 digital dash display. And then some other random stuff. The turbo screen for the turbo blanket, the firewall grommet for the harness, whole bunch of stuff. So tons of stuff. I'm just trying to allocate everything I need to get the wiring like situated on that car. I want to hear that car turn over. I want to hear that car start. So we'll get there. Yo, almost sent you a DM 10 minutes ago. Glad you are live. What fuel trims are listed under the access port? What are fuel trims listed under the access port? What do you mean? What are fuel trims listed? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Are you looking for like specific fuel trims? Are you just trying to monitor fuel trims? Are you like asking what fuel trims should be? Also, what is the car? Little more clarity on that one. We can jump into that one. The boxes rock. I know, right? Pit Vipers are correctly safety rated. We are safe. I actually forgot that I was wearing these, and they just kind of like molded to my face now. Looks cool, man. I really want to know what would you do for the crank sprocket and how the EJ25 crank sensor will get the teething. All right, so for anyone out there who else is like playing with EGs and you want to be able to swap to a single crank position sensor like I am, what you need to do is you need to get an EJ25 oil pump. The EJ25 oil pump is the same layout as the EG33s. However, you do want to make sure you get the appropriately sized one. So we're using an RCM modified 12mm pump. But for the crank sprocket itself, if you look at an EG's crank sprocket, there's 2 sets of teeth on it. You need to cut off all of the teeth on the back wheel, weld tabs up on both of the wheels, then weld them together, but they need to be exactly the same something for the crank position sensor to be able to read it, because the way it works is it reads off of wavelengths. So if you have one that's like a little bit like longer or a little wider than the other one, your wavelengths are going to be inaccurate. They're not going to be the same spacing apart, and you're going to get some weird stuff with your crank position sensor. So you need to make sure that that reluctor wheel is modified properly. The one that we have in there now is not modified properly, which is why I went on a hunt to find this other one to make sure that we could properly do this. So as I redo mine, I will definitely get some more footage on it. I have a little bit of footage on the prior one that we did, but it's just not up to snuff for us. Okay, that's cool. They're actually safety rated. Ballistics rated. I don't actually think they're ballistics rated, but they're safety rated. Yo, Tanner, I've been running a lot of E. Do you think it's necessary to use a fuel additive of some kind, like liquid moly, or just run the fuel tank on pump again? So whenever I do it, typically whenever I'm running E85, I'll mix it up and I'll throw a tank of pump gas through the car. Every probably 3,000 to 5,000 miles, I run a thing of fuel system cleaner through the car. I use the Chevron stuff. As you guys know, Chevron, well, you can't see the flag. Chevron does, or Techron, and Havoline both sponsor the channel, so using that Chevron stuff has worked great for us. I've used it in plenty of cars in the past, so I've been using the Techron fuel system cleaner. We've run it through Melanie's GTI, we've ran it through her Impreza, I've ran it through the 05 STI. I need to run it through the Golf R, but that's what I've been using. Every time I kind of mix it up on E85 and go back to pump gas, I run one of those through there as well. It just helps inhibit corrosion, essentially. E85 can be very corrosive to your fuel system, so you want to try to inhibit that as much as you can. That's just what I've been using, and it's worked out for me greatly. Lose the pit vipers and get some heat waves. I have heat waves. Heat waves are my sunglasses. If you guys ever see me wearing my sunglasses, they're heat waves. They're awesome. You can like custom design heat wave sunglasses. Can do. You need a Hoonigan build breakdown. That'd be kind of cool. The car's so far from being done. I got the seat put in it today and the carpet put back in it, so it doesn't look like such a hot mess, but it's getting there, day at a time. I don't want to get up in your business, but where do you get so much cash from? Engine builds for other people, selling old parts that I have laying around. Obviously, YouTube, I have a couple other sources of income as well, so it's just diversifying income. You got to diversify. You can't just have one. What's good, Smedia? What's good? Oh, dude, I don't even want to try to pronounce your name because I feel like I'm just going to, like, butcher it. I'm going to go for it, though. Macchiato? Did I get that one right? I think I got that one right. Someone says Evo 10, question mark. Jeremy, Evo X. What is coming to the channel this weekend? I am picking it up Saturday, so you guys will see. I could either do the new car reveal video Sunday, or I could do it Monday. I don't know. We'll see. Do you guys want to find out sooner or later? I could do it Sunday. I'll do it Sunday. I'll do the car reveal video on Sunday for you guys. Guys, how much wheel horsepower stock EJ225 block can hold with forged internals? You're talking open deck design still, or semi-open. Realistically, you're probably going to be looking at around 450, 500 before I like start considering getting a closed deck or something similar. Once you start getting up there in cylinder pressure, you really start to put a lot of PSI on the sleeves. And then I've seen a lot of EJ255 ones crack. It's not terribly different, but at like 450, 500 is when I would heavily start going closed decked, or considering it, at least just for like the longevity and the reliability aspect of that motor, trying to push some power through it. Food for thought. You want to use GTR coils. STI oils can fit OEM on EJ30. No, they cannot. OEM STI coil packs do not fit on the EG33. I can verify that. I have tried. They're just not long enough. They do not fit. You might be able to use STI coil packs with EG33 plugs, but I'm using R35 GTR coil packs. That's what I'm using. We test fit one. They fit beautifully. We'll have like solid spark on there. Be perfect. Be perfect. I promise. But like out of the box, like normal EJ25 coil packs, they do not fit on an EG33. I have a set out in the garage. I've tried fitting them on there multiple times. They do not fit properly. You can't even bolt them up in the same spot. Like the mounting holes for the coil pack and what's on the cylinder head they're not even remotely in the same location. But yeah, that was my first thought when I was trying to run them also. Probably I wasn't listening, but what ECU are you going to run? We have a Haltech Elite 2500. So we're running the Haltech Elite 2500, and we are running the Haltech IC7 color dash. So I'll show you guys this dash because it's pretty cool. Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. Boop, boop. Let me go. I didn't even set up my screen share before jumping on here. I am so sorry, you guys. I am so sorry. Boom. Right there. Done. So this is the dash that we're going to be running in the STI. Boom. Right there. That guy. So I need to be able to keep the stock gauge cluster I need to keep the stock gauge cluster. I need to keep the stock ECU. I need to keep the BIU in order to make the keyless entry work, as well as some other features of the car. So the stock cluster is probably just going to be pushed back in the dash more, and this dash is going to be in its place. This dash is also nice because if you see it, it also lets us monitor oil pressure, boost, AFR, throttle pressure, anything that we want. So we don't have to run a ton of independent gauges in the car. We can monitor everything through our Haltech into this dash in front of me, so that way I don't have gauges all over the car. So it'll just make life a lot easier. It was a little more pricey than it was a little more expensive than I wanted to spend. I think it was about $1,000. You got to pay to play when it comes to building cars. There's definitely cheaper alternatives out there. However, you got to pay to play. My car died abruptly while downshifting into second, coming to a right-hand turn. Anything I should be worried about? If it continues to do it, Lamb, let Brian and I know, and we can bring it back up to the shop and take a look at it. If it's a one-off thing, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It could just be ECU linear. When is your tune? Also, when is your tune, Lamb? I'm curious. Oh, you said you're getting a new turbo on that thing too. I remember. I think you said there was a Blausch 2.5 XTR, the Dominator. I don't remember off the top of my head. What are the wheels on the 17 STI? I'm so in love with them. I want to set for my 20. They're just stock WRX wheels. They're just stock WRX wheels. They're nothing special. They're special. Riker's letting us borrow them. But they're just stock WRX wheels. Claudio, the answer is two below. Oh. Hey, Smedia. Hello, Troy. Would love to see you do an FA20 EG33 swap build. Would love to see you do an FA20 EG33 swap build on your channel. What do you mean? What do you mean an FA20 EG33 swap? Those are two engines. You want to see me put an EG33 in an FA20 car? You want to see me put an FA20 in an SVX? It would be a cool swap. I just don't know which one I don't know which one you want me to do. 28. Honestly, I will probably never do another flat six swap after this one. It is insanely expensive. It is definitely a one-off car. But it's cool. I like the idea of doing a flat six swap, especially in a Subaru. I definitely did not fully understand the full cost of it all going into it. This Subaru is gonna be like $120,000 STI when it's done, like done. So a lot more expensive than I thought, but it's all right. 30. Joe, yo, what up, dude? I've been wondering if the FA swap for the future would be better, cheaper than the current avenues for the equivalent power. The problem with FA20s, and I foresee, just got a 2020 World Rally Blue STI 6 months ago and cannot stop driving the car. Well, I'm glad to hear. The main problem with FA20s, and I foresee the FA24 having the same problem, is the direct injection fueling system in the car is one setback. The offset rod design is another setback that I personally see. Because you have an offset rod design, one side of the rod is always going to be taking a little bit more load than the other side of the rod, which always has a possibility of creating a potential for bending a rod. But the fuel system is the big one for me. When you start getting into the FA20s, you need to add port injection if you want big power out of them. There are people out there that are making some decent power on FA20s, and when I say decent, I'm talking about like 600 plus. It's doable. It's just, we'll see. The FA20's only been out for what? It's 2021, 6 years or so now. So there's still a lot of development to go with that car or with that platform. But I foresee the FA24 running into the same problem. And a lot of people are bringing up the fact that with the FA24, I saw something about the IBR or something like that. I'll touch on that one in a minute. But with the FA24 coming out, a lot of people I've seen are bringing up the fact that Prime Motoring was able to push one past 500 wheel horsepower on stock block. Keep in mind, that was not reliably at all. They ended up, I want to say they ended up running out of fuel and melted a piston. But you can make any engine make a ton of horsepower once or twice. It's doing it 100 times is the thing. I did see the mention of the VRZ and IBR manifolds for those also. You can add port injection to FA20 cars and FA24 cars. The thing that you're going to do is you're going to have a difficult time finding a tuner that has a thorough understanding of how to integrate in that standalone injector controller with that. To be fair, the spare... I don't even know. We're talking about a spare tire over here. Finland, I don't know why I blocked that. Well, I do. YouTube automatically flags cuss words in there for some reason. But you're going to need a low-pressure fuel pump, fuel pressure regulator, fuel line injectors, fuel rails, intake manifold that's able to supporting it, and then a tuner that's going to be able to. And the tuner part's the hardest part. Like, mechanically speaking, we can make anything work like that. And I think there's a couple tuners out there that are able to do the dual injection on the FA series. Not talking about Toyota's D4S system on the BRZ's FRSs, but specifically on FA20 DXTs. But is the 2022 BRZ still a thing? Yes, 2022 BRZ is still a thing. I haven't gotten any word on the FA or on the BRZ yet from Subaru. I don't even think they've started production on it. So when it comes, it comes. When it comes, it comes. I'm not in a huge rush for it. We have Gunther the Golf right now, which that car, I know there's some Volkswagen people in here that maybe can soothe my worries on this. I've been looking, there's a Golf R video dropping tomorrow. I've learned some things about the Golf R that I didn't know, and I kind of wish I knew before going into buying that car. That is really only a manual transmission problem, of course, not really so much on the DSGs, but apparently on the 6-speed Golf Rs, well, we all know their stock clutches are trash. I've said that in pretty much all the Golf R videos so far. When you go to an aftermarket clutch, if you get too stiff of a clutch, you run into the issue of crank walk on Golf Rs. How lovely, and GTIs. Only manual transmission ones. The DSGs have a far less issue of it, apparently. I came across a thread on Reddit yesterday where I guess a whole bunch of Volkswagen people were trying to do a class action lawsuit against Volkswagen about this crank walk issue. And it only affects 15 to 17, which is right where we are with our Mark 7. So I don't know. The Golf R kind of freaks me out now a little bit. Plumber, appreciate the dono, dude. Tanner, someone hit my STI. Hopefully it's like minimal damage. Hopefully it's minimal damage, dude, and insurance takes care of it quickly. How's the OTS tune doing on the Golf R? The OTS tune completely sent the clutch to Slippage Town. But crank walk, that's crank walk. Oh, just like Evos, I know, right? A JDM car, I wouldn't mind so much tearing apart. A European car with crank walk, I've watched videos of trying to replace the clutch in that thing. And I don't know if I want to do it. There's specialty tools involved, which we all knew there were specialty tools. I could get around the use of specialty tools. There's something about working on that car that just freaks me out. I don't know. I've just been driving it nicely the past couple of days, enjoying it. I didn't know that crank walk was an issue on these cars. And they have this big forum of like spreadsheets of people who have experienced crank walk, and the majority of them are what appears to be 6-speed owners, but Evo, like a word with you. Crank walk. But we'll see. The Golf, our shims on sides of crank bearings. I know, right? So apparently the thrust bearing in there isn't the greatest. For those of you that don't know what crank walk is, it's literally when the crank goes forward and backwards in the engine. The crank's not supposed to move. The crank is never supposed to ride on the bearings either. There should always be a like thin film of oil between the crank and the bearings. Crank walk, that's a fun one, right? That's a fun one. But we'll talk about that in a future video. So I'm gonna keep doing research into that one. But I really don't. I have a lawsuit pending. My neck's all messed up from the car is fixable though. Hopefully you are all right though, plumber, and hopefully the car gets fixed quickly, dude. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep going down the rabbit hole of Golf R crank walk stuff. Yeah, we'll see. Apparently they make power easy, but they don't hold power, or they don't like to hold power long term, at least on the manual transmission side from what I've seen. This is the one time I should have got an automatic. I bet after 5 to 15 years of legit R&D, the EJ had the FA. Guarantee 100%. Once the FA gets more R&D and it gets more years under its belt, it'll be making power easy. Any word on finding Euro 6 to 08 Forester? No word yet. I have not found the golden goose that has jumped out at me. I will confirm that the car we're picking up this weekend is not a Forester. I can confirm that. Wouldn't mind getting a Fox body before they get too expensive. I love Fox bodies. If I were to get a Mustang, 100% be a Fox body. Fox body it is. What's up? Glad I caught a live stream. What up, dude? What up, Keith? What's the 15 STI going to rev to? The moon. I have no idea, to be honest. We have 282 cams in that car. We have +1 on the intake valves, standard exhaust. Actually, I think we have +1 intake, +1 exhaust. We have a porting on the heads as well, so those heads will rev pretty high. I just don't know what they will rev to quite yet. So we're gonna find out. Please, bruh, do us a favor. I am. We haven't started on wiring yet. I've just ordered all the sensors and everything like that. Any plans to get a bigger turbo on the EG33? Yes, a 7675 is going to be going on the EG33. The 6870 is a temporary turbo. So yeah, EG33 7675 is the game plan on that one. The compression the FA platform has compared to other higher performance, it is they do have a pretty high compression ratio. True. NAEG33s sound absolutely heavenly. I cannot wait to hear the Blue Guru. Same. I think the only other sensor that I need to get ordered is I believe a crank position sensor. No, I need a crank position sensor, AFR, downstream AFR. I think that's it for sensors. I think I have everything else. I have the ethanol sensor, NOx sensors, crank position sensor. I need cam position sensor. There's more that I have. I think we actually have the majority of the sensors ordered, which is good. Dorian, Small Dog is right here laying on the ground next to the Pit Viper box. His tail is wagging happily. Moses, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard all day. Does deleting the resonator void warranty? No. Did you ask me that in a comment earlier, Awaken Thy Soul? I know I responded to you. Bring an SRT4 to the channel. We have an SRT4 sitting outside next to all the garbage cans. We literally have an SRT4 out there. It's got a built engine. It's got a comp turbo on it. That's Matt's car, though, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really care to work on the SRT4. Hey, Smedian, I wanted to say thank you for everything you are doing. I really appreciate how you always help me and everyone else, and are so friendly. Hey, anytime, dude. You help me think I can do the things you can. Anyone can do the things that they want to do. I totally lost my spot in the chat, so if I missed someone's comment, I am so sorry, you guys. Shit. I hate when it does this. I hate it. Give me like 15 seconds to find where I just was. Okay, I found it. What's the best way to support you? Dude, just like watch the videos, kick in the live streams, and hang out. It's always a party in here. It's always chill. Did you load your OTS tune on the R? I did. That video's coming out tomorrow. And I actually am thoroughly impressed with the R on just a stage 1 OTS tune. The butt dyno was actually very impressed. It's just the whole crank block thing that's like freaking me out. On that one. What's the best solution for a dashboard squeak in my 17WX? Driving me insane. Find it, locate it, put some like foam or some packing material in there to kind of like keep it in place. He's a coke dealer, of course. Shh. Actually, no, that's a joke. If anyone at the CIA watches this, it's a joke. This is a joke. Please don't. Does deleting the... No, it does not. I answered your comment earlier on YouTube, dude. It does not void your warranty. It's a Miata. Please be a fuzz. I pronounced macchiato. Oh, okay, dude. See, dude, I'm so bad with pronunciation. Hoonigan, this versus that. STI versus... Let's do my STI versus Vermont Sports Cars STI. We'll see if they can run their 2.4 liter, and I'll run my 3.3 liter, and we'll see what happens. They'll probably win because they have a better transmission than we do. Yes! New car reveal Sunday. Tanner is the go. I'm so pumped for it. It's a car that I wanted for a very long time. Do I miss Karma yet? Surprisingly, no, I don't. Weirdly enough, I don't. It's weird, but I don't. Like, now that I have the Blue Brew back, no, I don't. Like, the Blue Brew satisfies my needs. It satisfies my needs. Now a Miata in the channel. This would be interesting. So looking forward to the 17 videos again. I know, right? So it's probably going to be a mix-up between like Golf R17, Golf R17, Golf R17 new car. So it's going to be some intermingling in there, but the 17 stuff, it's coming. I shot a 17 video today, so it's coming. So looking forward to the 17 videos again. Probably I wasn't listening. We talked about that one. ECU. It's Haltech Elite 2500. STI versus Evos. Time to end the rivalry once again. Subi Gang WX. Yo, my man, you the best. George, what's going on? Will a resonator... All right, I'm going to say this now. If you post your question more than once in the chat, I'm going to start deleting them. I'm getting to them. All right? I go down the list. The sooner you get in the chat, the sooner you get your questions in, the sooner I get to them. Please don't double post. Hi, bro. What up, Ming? What's going on, man? Get a bug eye, please. Find me a bug eye. I heard of the grapevine that the R35 coils are the same as the 350, 370G platform, but haven't looked into it. The part number that I found on Nissan's website was it was a little bit different. I think it was off by like 2 numbers between the GTR and the 370Z. They look same, but I think there's a slight difference. It could just be a part revision difference between them. They really weren't that expensive at like $78 a coil pack for GTR coil packs. They'll be perfect. Can I run STI on 0 camber using coilovers? Yes, you can. You just need alignment. Am a car guy, and I legit did not know you could run 2 ECUs. So, we're not running 2 ECUs, but we are running 2 ECUs, if that makes sense. The OEM ECU isn't being used for anything engine related. It's only being used to integrate to the BIU and the cluster, so that way the keys to the car still work. That's the only reason. That stock ECU is literally doing nothing else but being a link in the CAN system. That's all it's doing for us. Camless H6 to anyone? I would kill to see a free valve EZ30 or EZ36. That's money right there. That's expensive. That's like expensive. Have you seen Night Motorsports billet valve covers? Pretty pricey, $1,000. Waste of money. Don't do it. You don't need billet valve covers. Come on, guys. Don't waste your money on parts you don't need. I've seen Knights Motorsports billet valve covers before. You don't need them. They're a waste of money. Money better spent in other areas. Glad I found this channel. Running a stage 1 plus, waiting for a... oh, wow. That's going to be a fun one to pronounce. Fujitsubo? Dude, I'm so bad with pronunciations on the... I don't even care. I'm going to keep butchering them. To come in from Japan. Appreciate your work. Hey, anytime, dude. Always here to answer your guys' questions. Have I heard of JR's Garage in Salem, Oregon? I have. They've built a couple of my friends' cars. Seems like a decent shop. I don't know too much about them, but they seem pretty decent. I want to see you put an FA20 into an SVX. I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun at all. 2018 dub. No EZ30? I was trying to convince Matt to do an EZ30 in his Outback. I was trying to tell him it'd be cool. We could just have 2 dope 6-cylinder Subarus. He wasn't about it. Tune is November 13th. Yeah, thinking about Dom 2.5 XTR turbo upgrade. Well, if you're going to do it before November 13th. If you have access to the turbo. If you have access to the turbo, get that thing swapped out, dude. How do you insure a $130,000 car with specialty insurance? You can insure anything. Your premiums are just going to change. Lance, SG Forester XT, please. You'll see. I promise. You guys will like the car that's coming to the channel. I pinky promise. I double pinky promise. Look, I pinky promise myself. Is the BRZ IBR manifold something I should get? 18WX E60 making around 350. Only if you plan on running pump, or only if you run. Only if you plan on running port injection. If you don't plan on running port injection, don't do it. You save your money. Wish the guy in my neighborhood would drive his immaculate World Rally Blue SVX once in a while. Haven't caught it driving in years. Did he get it custom painted to World Rally Blue? Because those cars never came in World Rally Blue. That's a cool car, though. It's a cool car. Ask Media, having coffee with a buddy, has a 2018 STI. He was telling me he didn't get a spare. I just got that styrofoam thing. I reached down and lifted up and showed him... What? Showed him his spare. Interesting. What kind of coffee, though? That's what caught my eye. Would like to see you do more fam. We're doing more. We're doing all the stuff. Why the shooting glasses? There are new Pit Viper safety glasses. Look at that. These things are sick. You can't tell me these things aren't cool. These things are dope. FA Motor Talk. What will the 15 STI Rev 2? Talked about that one. To be fair, the spare tire is useless unless you get the full-size spare. I mean, it's there if you really need it. I take them all out. I don't have any spares. Royal, a buddy of mine, is doing the cylinder 4 cooling, or the cylinder 4 mod on a single cam EJ. So it does work on that platform. How much it helps, I have no clue. That's fair. Speedia, do you have any plans to upgrade the 60? Okay, yeah, we talked about that one. Yeah, we're going to be going to a 7675. 2022 BRZ is still a thing. Awesome. Thanks. Anytime, my friend. I totally forgot about the BRZ. Yeah, I'm pumped for that BRZ. I actually have it's a BRZ as my screensaver on my phone. I'm pumped for that BRZ. That BRZ is going to be just exquisite. It's going to be exquisite. Hi all. Hi Colored Squid. What did I do before YouTube? So, when I was 18, I went into the Army. So I did the Army for a little over 4 years as a UAS operator. So I flew drones for the Army for 4.5 years or so. Got out in 2015, I believe. Then I was in aerospace for a while. I was an aerospace aerospace inspector. So I did final inspection. I ran CMMs. I did a little assembly when I got bored. A whole bunch of aerospace stuff. I went all over the place. Dimensional inspection, things like that. So if you work in aerospace, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Then I left aerospace and then went into product management and biochemical engineering kind of thing. So we did a lot of things that would... They were like these products that would like get rid of oil stains through bioremediation, using like microbes to like eat oil and convert them into water and CO2 and whatnot. And then I got bored of sitting at a desk at a 9 to 5 every single day because I absolutely hated my life going to that job. Absolutely despised my boss. I hated my boss so much. He was such a dick. But I just couldn't do it anymore. So I sold my house and I went all in on YouTube, and we're growing. We're doing the stuff. We're doing the stuff in the thing. So I sold my house. Matt was kind enough to let us rent out of space, and now here we are, living life, hanging out with everyone, wearing some Pit Viper safety glasses, not losing eyeballs. Why is it so much cheaper to make power in a Volkswagen than a Subi? Honestly, I think it's ECU advancements. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I honestly think it's ECU advancements between Volkswagen and Subaru. What do you think the new STI is going to be like? I think it's going to be a total letdown, and all of the hype that everyone makes around that car is not going to live up to the expectations that Subaru is actually going to give us. Everyone's saying it's going to make 400 horsepower and things like that. If it does, awesome. I project that Subaru is going to have that car make 330 to 340 crank horsepower. And everyone's going to get all upset because it doesn't make 400 wheel horsepower. Oh my gosh. It's just going to... Everyone overhypes these cars from Subaru. And Matt and I went into like a discussion about this the other night that I'm not going to get into right now. But keep in mind, I have a surefire feeling that everyone is overhyping this car. And it is not going to make as much power as everyone wants it to. Almost got enough saved for my first catback for my car. Gonna be my first mod. Very nice. What catback you going with? Gunther the Golf. LOL, like the car's names. It works out perfect, right? It fits. It's noticeably perfect. Does the 18 STI transmission hold 1,000 wheel horsepower? I mean, it will, but for how long is the question? How long will it hold the power? Your axles will probably snap before your transmission does. How's the OTS doing in the Golf R? Honestly, it surprised the hell out of me. I'm surprised that the car made that much power off an intake and a tune, which that video drops tomorrow, so you guys will see that one. Oh, no! Crank walk just like Evos. I know, right? The white one's not the current. Sorry before the wrap. I don't even know what that's in reference to. What's crank walk? I answered that one. Hey, what's happening, bro? What's going on, Jay Williams? I have a weird experience with a tuner where he told me to keep my stage 1 Cobb OTS and said a Pro Tune would be a waste of money. Well, what all did you have done to the car? Because I mean, I could totally understand where a tuner might be coming from with that. If you just had like an intake on the car and you wanted to get a Pro Tune, like it kind of would be a waste of money. OTS tunes are just fine for the most part as long as you're using the parts listed in the map notes. I feel like I've harped on that so many times. But yeah, if it's something simple like that, like just an intake, I'm going to have to take the tuner side on that one. I saw something over here about the new Integra. Anyone catch the teaser on the new Integra? 6-speed confirmed. I did. I'm actually very curious to see more specs on the new Integra. I'd like to see. The Golf Hour has shims on sides of the crank bearings. Why? I see you have your PP on. I know, right? I have a lawsuit. We talked about that one. Hopefully you are getting better, my friend. Hopefully you're doing better, dude. God, here's the thing again. Fujitsubo. I can't pronounce that to save my life. Exhaust are not worth the money, in my opinion. When's the files coming? I'm ripping a desktop apart while watching. Ooh, that sounds fun. Safest way to run full catless on an FA20. Go external wastegate, 100%. The bane of early 4G63s. I need help picking an intake and downpipe for 21WX Cobb or Grimspeed. Honestly, I would say get Cobb. You can use the OTS tunes if you want. You don't have to get a Pro Tune. It just makes things a little bit easier. If it were me, I would do Cobb over Grimspeed. Grimspeed makes awesome stuff, but it's a little bit easier with Cobb. A little bit easier. Do I like the Type R, the Honda Civic Type R? I think it's a cool car. I'm not a fan of like front wheel drive only cars, and I'm not a huge fan of the styling on the CTRs. I do think it's a cool car though. Built Golf R incoming, LOL. I was looking at built engines for that thing, and they're not terribly bad. You can get a built short block for the Golf R for like $4,000. It's pretty comparable over to Subarus, to be honest. It's nothing like crazy. Connor, appreciate the dono, dude. Have you thought of getting an Audi RS3? I don't have the budget for an Audi RS3. An Audi RS3 would be awesome. Definitely don't have the budget for one. Those things are a little bit more expensive. Any plans to get? We talked about that one. Woo! New car dance. That's what I'm saying. Build a bug turbo Civic. I've been trying to buy a big turbo Civic. We talked about this in the last live stream. I don't really plan on getting a Civic. If I got a Civic, that thing would get stolen in 2 days max. I guarantee it would get stolen in like 2 days and be gone. What's the back of your hat look like? It says Brixton. Because my other hat's dirty. It got covered in oil, so it's in the wash right now. My Smedia hat, actually. Getting my 21 STI in November. Ooh, that's actually not far. That's actually not that far out. What is that? A couple weeks? Couple weeks. Cool, can't wait to hear that beast. I know, right? I'm pumped. We have so many parts coming in for the 17 STI. We are getting close to being able to have everything to wire it all in and start it. Holy hell, I'm so far back in the chat. Hey, Tanner, congrats on the Golf R. Found some bug guts gumming up the accessory idler pulley on my 08 FXT. Is the pulley the one thing that I'll need to replace? Is the pulley the only thing I'll need to replace? What pulley is getting gummed up? Like the main pulley? If it's the main pulley, I would just replace it with a fluid damper and call it a day. And your engine will help you. It won't help you. Your engine will be a little bit happier. But I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what pulley you're referencing. Gumming up the accessory idler pulley. You just told me it's the accessory idler pulley. I don't know how I missed that. If it's getting gummed up, then yeah, just swap out that idler pulley and see if that fixes the problem. No need to spend excessive money where you don't need to if it's just the pulley. You could probably try cleaning it too if it's bug guts. Should I turbo my LS swapped Impreza? That's not even a question, Jay Williams. Yes. It'll turbo that thing. Why would you not? I saw the Instagram video. That thing sounds gnarly. Throw a turbo on there. Cylinder roughness of 1 normal on E85, or should it be addressed? It's totally normal. Nothing to worry about. If you saw cylinder roughness of like 20 or something like crazy, some outlandish number, then yeah, at that point I'd probably be worried, but 1, I wouldn't stress. On my 07 Fozzie, I occasionally get code P1072 Bank 1 Rich, typically when the car's idling for a little and I can clear the code easily. Is this just nothing to worry about since it clears easily? No, I mean, if it's throwing the code, there's something causing it to throw the code. Is the car pro-tuned? Is it on an OTS tune? Maybe you have an injector that might be a little stuck open, or maybe you have one that's a little bit clogged and it's trying to push more fuel out the other injector. Honestly, I would start with the tune, look at AF correction, see what AF correction looks like. Check the tune from there. If everything checks out there, start checking the injectors, flow test it, see if there is a clog, see if one is stuck a little bit open or injector pulse width is off on one of them potentially. But it sounds like you're getting too much fuel. It sounds like it's easily fixable. You just got to figure out what the problem is. I wish I would have gotten catch cans. AOS has been a pain. It's not that bad. I promise. They ain't that bad. I still got to wire up the Speedy EFI on my EJ22T Gen 1 Phase 1. Ooh, EJ22Ts. I don't see those too often or hear of those too often anymore. Don't hear of them too often. Give the SRT4 to me. It is not my car. It is Matt's car. You're going to have to ask Matt. The SRT4 engine is great. It's an American 4G63 done better. It's an interesting engine to work on. I will say that. I hope Matt put that engine in that car, and it's so funky. Is it just me, or does his buddy look like Mario when he wears a cap? He does look like Mario. We call him Mario all the time. No, an SRT4 is not they're similar in a way. Good morning, Wang. Well, good evening, Wang. It's dark outside here. Good evening, Wang. Ever gonna link up with Bader? Yeah, Bader's gonna be the one who's going to be doing the big tunes on the EG33 STI. At that point, I might be doing a little bit of the tuning on it also, so maybe we'll do something together. But yeah, we're using Bader's dyno, and Bader's probably gonna be the one who tunes the car. What up, Tanner? Looking forward to the EG33 videos! Now that the car is back in your garage. That car is truly a work of art. Hope you have a great night. Hey, thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it, dude. Tanner has too many cars to miss karma. You're not wrong, Damo. You're not wrong. What's up, William? What's going on, dude? Yes, it is. I've never had a problem with my 2.4, but problems with my 4G. We've had problems. Well, I don't know. Matt said he's had problems with his SRT4, but Matt, you in here, dude? No, you're probably kicking it at work right now. He's at work. Just picked up my 2021 STI. Thanks for doing a great channel like this. Anytime, dude. Anytime, my man. I'm like trying to keep an eye on time. Just because I know Kyle's going to be up here soon. Oops, missed double post. You trying to keep the radio in the Blue Brew? I am keeping the radio in the Blue Brew. What are you talking? I'm keeping full interior in that car. The MFD works. The cluster kind of works. The radio works. The windows work. The sunroof works. All electronics in that car work. We are keeping the radio in that thing, yes. I love the videos, man. Makes me miss my hatchback when I'm in Korea. Ooh, are you deployed out there, doing like a rotation out there? Hopefully you get back to it soon, dude. Resonated or non-resonated bin pipe? I'm always going to say resonated because resonated just sounds a little bit better in my opinion. A little bit better. Hey, man, love the channel. Learned so much. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate it, Chris. Appreciate it, dude. Caught damn drop on my trip to Subi Fest. Went back to 1 on the way home, then dropped back down to 823 while trying to clear fine knockler. And should I worry about it? David, what fuel were you using? I'll be in the Discord tonight, so we can talk about it in the Discord and go a little bit deeper into it. I'll probably be in the Discord like an hour after I get off the live stream, so keep an eye out. We'll talk about it in there. Yo, what's good, Tanner? Brian, what up, dude? What up, man? I'm going to be doing an easy 30D swap into my bug eye. Anyone know what a stock block can handle as far as boost goes? I wouldn't push that thing past like 7 or 8 psi max. It's also going to heavily depend on what turbo you're using, but the cylinder walls on the EZ30 stock are not that thick. Keep that in mind. So too much cylinder pressure, you're going to blow that thing wide open. Dr. Tanner plugging in, summoning that Frankenstein superpower for the flat 6. Thanks for the dope content, bro. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna do what we can. We're gonna make it work. I have no idea how to wire in things. So expect some mistakes as we go through wiring in the whole tech, but we will figure it out. We'll figure it out. I have the entire, I don't know if I still have the FSM pulled up on my computer. I actually might. Let me try to pull this thing up right now. I'll show you guys like what all goes into this swap right now, and you guys are going to look at this and be like, what in the hell? I've been staring at these diagrams for so long. Load, I know you're 7,000. It's 7,200 pages long. Let me just say that. So let's do. Where did I just go? Screen share, window capture. I don't think you guys want to read your own comments twice, but if you do, you can. It's right there. Settings for window capture. Is it this one? It's Microsoft Edge, I think, which I don't think it's that one. I don't know if I can. Hold up. How do I swap you? I don't want to look at that. I can't find it. It won't let me share it. It won't let me screen share it for some reason. Why won't it let me screen share it? That's so weird. Oh, okay, it's right there. Boom. There we go. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! David, I saw your dono. Hold up, dude. I'll get to it in a sec. So just to give you guys like frame of reference here, to go through and do this stuff. So, of course, it's not showing me contents right now. If we go wiring, boop, boop. This is like all the stuff, like airbag system. I have deleted this entire system. This entire system right here, from what you guys see, is out of the car. I went through here and removed literally all of this. It's all gone. Air conditioning system, I've removed all of that. CAN communication system. This is a fun one that I still have to, that I'm still playing with right now, is the CAN communication system. So as you go through the car, and these colors are accurate for what you're seeing in the car for wiring. So and you'll see them twisted together. All of the CAN wires are twisted together in the car. It's interesting that they do it that way. I don't know why. I think it's just so it's easier to diagnose where CAN is in the car. But the big one I've been working on right now, fuel gauge system, headlight system, Immobilizer system. So this is the big one I've been working on right now, is immobilizer, trying to figure out why we can and cannot turn the car on with the key. So I'm trying to go through the entire car, make sure that all of these are still like good and plugged in, trying to find fuses, key switches, the immobilizer antenna, grounds, everything, the ECM, everything. So actually right there is probably my problem now that I look at this, is B43 GB. I think that's green brown. I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't know. Yeah, right there. I think that's my missing connection in the car. Oh my god, I think I just found it. I'm gonna have to go look at this. But it'll say like the BIUs right here. It integrates in all of these connectors into the BIU, and then you got to go through the BIU and figure out which one goes where. So if I need to repin in any of these, I will. But this is pretty much what I've been staring at for days. Is trying to figure out the wiring in this car, because the wiring is the biggest thing. Once we get past wiring, then we are pretty much good to go on everything else. It's just trying to trick the system. Twisting is done to help cancel exterior electromagnetic interference. Well, there we go. There we go. That is it. David, cool. Got some AFR questions as well. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But yeah, if any of you guys plan on doing like a flat 6 swap in a car that has integrated deep CAN bus communication system like that, expect to spend hours, if not days, in those field service manuals, trying to. It's just trying to figure out what wire goes where. You take it one wire at a time. It's not terrible. Wasn't too off on pronouncing it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it again. If I get up there, I'd consider an easy 30 FRS. Do it. It'll fit. It'll fit. Did I go to Subi Fest? I did not. We had to be here at the house. I had to take delivery of the 17 STI this weekend. And I had to take care of selling the 05 STI as well as some other things that came up over the weekend. So unfortunately, I did not make it down there. Looked like a blast. I wish I could have made it down there, but it is what it is. What's up with the PPE? Staying safe, man. We're just staying safe with our pit vipers out here, dude. We're just trying to play it down, keep it cool. Keep it cool. Something cheap like a 2004 WRX with a JDM EJ205. I don't even know what that one's in reference to. Did you find a Forester? I've not found a Forester yet, unfortunately. Did you have any issues with IAG oil pan on Karma with rubbing or clearances on the frame? Saw a video of someone having the pan rubbing on the frame. Nope. Cleared perfectly. It did not have any issues. Everything just kind of plooped right down in place where it should. Can't turn the car on with the key. That's funny. The LS Baru won't turn off with the key. Don't know why. I can't turn the car on or off. It just auto turns on. So there's something in the CAN system. I think it's the ECM that's not communicating properly. As soon as I flip the circuit breaker to the on position in the car, it auto turns on the car, and I can't turn anything on. I can't turn anything off. So I think it might be an ECM miscommunication. It could be an SRS miscommunication. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. I'll take yours any day of the week, man. Yours sounds a little bit easier to work on than mine. I got so much wiring to dig through in that thing. So much. Nope. D25 heads or B25 heads. I'm trying to make a build list for my Hawkeye. Chase, what are your goals? Flatiron Tuning has a lot of really good videos on head stuff for kind of like which headset you should go with, the differences between them all. B20, I don't know the goals of the car, so I'm not going to suggest anything. I'm just going to say go check out. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I think D25 heads don't have the machined recess in the back of them for the cams. D25 Subaru heads. Now you got me curious. Now I'm going to go look. Now you got me curious. D25 cylinder heads. That's what I want to look at right there. Of course, that photo does not show me what I want to look at. Yeah, so D25 heads do not have the machined out recess on the backside. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure the castings are the exact same. They both look like single AVCS. B25 is also single AVCS, but it has the machined recess out of the back of the head. I'm going to say D25 heads on that one, but I'm still going to say go check out Flatiron Tuning. They have a video dedicated to the... Please don't open Lightroom. I clicked on the wrong thing. Of course it's going to open Lightroom. D25 heads would be my suggestion. I'm pretty sure the castings are pretty much the exact same with the exception of the back machined out portion. The machined out thing, the half moons. Jesus, I literally couldn't think of them. To be fair. Tanner got them Ric Flair drip safety glasses. Word. Do I miss Karma? Nope. I don't. Surprisingly enough, I don't. No, the Blue Brew's always been my white whale. It's been my Moby Dick. I'm glad that car's back. Carmo's just supposed to be a chill daily driver, and that car went way down the rabbit hole. Way down the rabbit hole. Yo, Tanner, what up, Connor, dude? You sold Karma before doing a track video with us, man. What second car was it? I'm not going to tell you. You guys will see on Sunday what the second car is. Or if you're a channel member, you already know what the second car is. However, every time I got Karma on registration to go out to the track would get rained out. I don't know if it was like fate telling me not to take that car out to the track and push it as hard as I could. I don't know, but it just ended up working out that way. 3 track days I was registered for all got rained out. Out front or IAG? Personally, out front, I don't like the idea of... The way IAG builds engines is they go through an assembly line. I personally don't like I don't want to buy an engine that's had 20 plus hands in it. I just want an engine that's built by one person who knows what they're doing. That's my personal preference. I'm not saying there's anything bad with IAG engines. They're good engines. But any day of the week, I'm going to take out front over IAG. Why is it so much cheaper? We talked about that one. What will the wheel specs be on the 15? I don't quite know yet. I have to figure that out still. Matt! Matt, what up, dude? We got safety glasses. Matt's in here. They're safety glasses. Jerry sent them over. God, his name totally just slipped my mind. It's like Slideways. Jerry sent them over to the P.O. box, dude, so I don't give myself a black eye anymore when cutting things. Aren't they dope? They're chill. I noticed from the earlier video how you're going through learning self-tuning on your ECU. That is correct. Would you have any recommendations on someone who wants to also learn standalone? Would you recommend? So anyone who wants to learn how to tune, I'm going to tell you this now. Go through High Performance Academy's classes. They have a very good class on EFI tuning. If you guys don't know, we are partnered with High Performance Academy. I have a discount code in the description of all the videos and a link over to their site if you want to go check that out. Click on the link, use the discount code if you do want to go through those classes. It'll save you $50 through whatever classes that you're signing up for. The more the merrier, in my opinion, but like Matt's going through the engine building videos, I'm going through the EFI tuning videos, I'm going through the motorsports wiring videos, I'm going through the CAN communication system videos. There is so much good information in the High Performance Academy stuff that I highly suggest going through it. The Cobb classes it's a waste of money. I don't suggest anyone, unless you're just buying it for the program, if you're going into the Cobb classes expecting to learn how to do something, you're not going to learn anything. 100% go through the High Performance Academy ones if you actually want to learn stuff. Classy Lassie over here. This is the last Volkswagen I've seen you. Matt, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Anyone catch? We talked about that one. Overhyped for sure on the 2022. You can't warranty a 4-banger with 400 wheel horsepower more than 100 miles. They're just not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. Subaru's not going to push a 400 wheel horsepower stock car out there. It's just not going to happen. I'm still estimating 330 to like 340 like crank horsepower from Subaru on that new STI. We'll see. Yeah, 300 horsepower on a production 4 is about the highest they will go. True. Should we turbo the new BRZ then trade it in towards the new Integra when it comes out? Personally, I'd rather have the 400Z. That's just my personal opinion. I like the 400Z. I really like the 400Z, and that will happen at some point in the future. It's just win. What was my first car? It was a 1988 Subaru XT. I'll see if I can pull up a picture here real quick. 1988 Subaru XT. Boom. That's the exact... This is not mine, but this is the exact color of what mine looked like, if it will pull up. Where'd it go? Is it this one? That's not that one. Dude, why do you do this, Streamlabs? Chrome. There it is. That was my first car right there. It's a 1988 Subaru XT. That thing was a trooper. It was a fun car. This one looks dope. Modified ones look cool. I like them. If I could get another one of these at some point in my life, I totally would. They're such cool little cars. They're fun. Like, mine had so many miles on it, and it just kept going. The interior in them just looked horrendous, but I didn't care. It smelt of old 80s moldy Subaru. I loved it. I loved it. I wanted to do an EJ swap in one of these so bad when I was in high school. Never ended up happening, but it'd be cool to do something like this again in the future. I miss my old XT. It's a weird car, but they're cool cars. Audis make Subarus look like they're pleasant to work on. For real, dude. Same with, like, Volkswagen ain't too bad so far from what I've been doing, but we'll see. What up, big homie? What up, KG? What's going on, dude? I sadly had to let my 2017 WX go for now. I will get one in the future again. Sad to see it go. Just can't afford. Life changes. Totally feel it. And so does priority and cheap, fun daily car. Question mark manual. 240. See if you can find a cheap 240 out there. That'd be a really fun one. It'd be a really fun one. Sorry to hear, though, dude. I totally understand, though. I read in a Subaru article that the engineers stated the power and the S209 is the pinnacle of the STI and will be the expectation for STIs to come. I still don't believe it. I don't believe it until Subaru actually, like, steps up and actually does something. We'll see. Audi is basically just Volkswagen. I consider it the other way around. I think Volkswagen is just Audi. That was almost my first Subaru. Ended up getting a Gen 1 Forester. Hey. That's what I'm saying. Old XTs they're lit. I love me some old XTs. You should do a WRX STI Evo swapped engine. So you want me to do an EJ25 and an Evo, or a 4G63 and an STI? That could go either way. But I am so far behind in comments tonight. Comments have been popping off. I do have to hop off of here for now because Kyle is about to head up here. Plus, we've been going for a little over an hour now. I will be chilling in the Discord later tonight, so if any of you guys do want to come hang out, kick it, I'll probably be in the voice chat of the Discord. Just kind of kicking it, ordered, like, doing so. I don't know what I'll be doing. I'll be doing something in there later. Feel free. Jump in the Discord. It's in the description of all of the videos we have uploaded on the channel if you're not already in there. But I appreciate everyone swinging through tonight. Appreciate the donos, as always, you guys. If I didn't get to your question, I do apologize. There's a ton of them tonight, so I couldn't get through them all. Live streams every Tuesday and Friday. There may or may not be one this Friday. Since we're going to get this new car, I don't know. I don't know the tentative plan quite yet, so I'll keep you guys in the loop on that one. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Also, don't forget to wear your safety glasses. Woo! And then we do the awkward thing where I have to go find the end stream button and everyone's just staring